What's going on, guys? It's your boy Random Guy Kev, and this is Thoughts of a Random Guy. We talk about many things dealing with love, dating, relationships, adulting, life's ups and downs, in the ever-evolving world of just being a human. Don't forget to check me out on all your favorite social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website at randomguykev.com. Today's topic is we just gonna talk about things in life today, things and stuff. And my co-host for this episode is. Come on, give your names.
Oh, I'm shy. Eric, go first.
Come on, guys.
As Sam said, I'm Eric. Hi.
Hi,
And-
I'm Sam.
And yeah, I mean, we were gonna talk about something specific, but then we decided we're just gonna talk about the world because the world
It do
A
be
lot of-
worldin' right now.
it's a lot happening, and I mean, I feel like we all should be clutching our pearls a little bit, the U.S. kind of bombing Iran bombing Israel bombing other people.
Speaking of bombing, as we're reading this right now, as we're talking about this, I just pulled up an article. I'm just like, you know what? I've been busy today, so I want to catch up real quick on what's going on. And I saw the dumbest fucking thing. Because, surprise, surprise, it says, Vance says the U.S. is not at war with Iran. We're at war with Iran's nuclear program. What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
What the fuck do you mean, you couch fucking degenerate? Like, holy shit. The fuck does that even mean? We're not at war with Iran. We're at war with Iran's nuclear program.
You see, and that's weird because like you can't be that brain dead.
You can, actually. Fun
Yeah,
fact.
you
You can.
But
Actually, we're not at war with Iran. It's their nuclear program, and no one is at war with their nuclear program better than us.
the crazy thing is
beautiful,
the
beautiful
rest of the U.S. we're just like, who's at war with who? Not us.
Yeah, we didn't
Everybody-
say that was cool. We didn't want that.
We didn't approve of that. This shit is so funny. I don't think we could take shit serious. I don't think we could take anything serious because like all the memes I've been seeing about like, oh, we're at war with Iran. Everybody's like, who? What state? Not the U.S. United States?
Yeah.
No, not my state. We good.
I will say though, it does, out of everything that I have been seeing, when it comes to what has been happening in the last 5.5, 6 months, is usually world leaders are like, they are addressing the things that are happening, that they are Trump's blank. It's Trump's decision, and it's very rarely do they actually say the United States. Now, Canada has also said we need to stop depending on the United States for being a major partner and ally, which is, when you think about it, pretty terrifying because Canada used to just be your fucking boys, and in my opinion, they still are. But how do you fuck that? How do you fumble the bag so bad?
It just
That
happens.
bad.
It just happens. And,
Sometimes it just be like that, I guess.
sometimes you just gotta let shit burn and fall on its own. And again, I think as Americans, we're just living life. At this point, we just kind of accepted things and just kind of going with the motions of the world. And when's the next movie coming out? A remake of another remake.
God, man. It's just, entertainment's not even fun to endure anymore.
Bro, it's I think a lot of stuff just got hard during after COVID. Like, have you guys? When was the last time you guys went to the movies? Like a movie theater?
Actually went like a couple weeks ago. It wasn't too bad, but it was so expensive. And for
'cause
what?
they're not making any money.
Yeah, I don't really want to pay that much money to watch a movie with somebody I don't know.
I mean,
That's fair.
Go watch the movie by yourself. I've been to the movies by myself.
Well,
Like,
The last movie I saw in the movie theaters was Sinners.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
same thing. I went to go see Sinners because they need. I was like, let me go support this. They need numbers. Fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm there.
I also want to see the new Wes Anderson. My wife and I have been trying to go to see that.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's the one with Michael Cera and Benicio del Toro.
Oh, I know what you're talking
And yeah, dude, I want to. It looks ridiculous. I always like Wes Anderson films just for just the storytelling is fun.
You, I think you guys should catch up on some of these Netflix true crimes so we can discuss those because they're always.
So I live alone now. I don't know that true crime is really my genre, right?
I mean, it's so interesting because like, it's like stories that happen like within a lot of them are stories with what that happened in the last like 5 to 10 years. And it's like you don't think stuff like that could happen in this day and age with, you know, us having CCTVs everywhere, everybody being tracked
Right.
by their phones and their smart watches. And it's like, no, this shit still happens, but 9 times out of 10 people get caught. People get caught immediately, or it's like kind of brushed under the radar.
Gosh, man, to be a villain back in the day before cameras,
Listen,
when you were so sure you weren't gonna get caught that you were tagging your name on shit, like
Mhm.
leaving calling cards, like, man, that must have been the best time to be a villain.
and it's like you had no like they didn't have DNA technology, so they couldn't trace you. It's like, bro,
Right.
like the only way for you to get caught back then, you have to be an idiot.
I feel like when you get the question like if you could go back in history and do one thing, and everyone's like, oh, I'd go back and I'd assassinate Hitler, or I would move the butterfly over here so that way it didn't affect you know what I mean? I think I would go back in time and just do crime.
Yeah.
Sounds
I'd make DB Cooper look like a bitch. Like
wow. Oh, so you would steal, not
I would
kill.
steal so many
Okay,
things.
like come on, clarity,
Yeah,
clarity.
I'd steal too.
I
You
would
gotta-
steal all the things.
And
I would also
you gotta
buy
provide
land.
clarity.
I would also go back in time and buy a fuck ton of land with all the money that I stole, because like it was like, hey, here's all this land for like 5 cents and a gumdrop.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, the bank. It's funny hearing like the old school bank robber stories. It's like they really had no system in place.
No, man.
They had no system in place for bank robberies, and it's like, all right, once the person got in there, once they got over the counter, it's over. Just give
It's
them
over.
the fucking money.
It's done. Like home security systems are more advanced than banks back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me on that, because I'm pretty sure somebody will be like, no, they weren't. Excuse me, but you're incorrect, sir.
But it's just like you just have to be a little bit smart, and you could get away regularly. And it wasn't there was a bank robber in your area. Fuck, there was a Netflix documentary on it. Like a bank robbers in Seattle where they used to just wear different masks. They wore different masks and would rob different banks and would like leave with like 60,000, 80,000, 90,000, and then the one guy that was the mastermind, he lived in the woods. So like he had a tree house and everything, and people would question kind of like, you're living here, but it's like, how are you like off the grid? But you have people out here, and who's funding this? And come to find out, he was robbing banks.
Interesting.
Yes, it's based in your area. It's always you have a lot of weird shit in your area.
I'm pulling up like Seattle bank robbers, and I had like the meme of Joe Rogan where I'm like, Jamie, pull that up.
I mean, like being a bank robber, back, I would say 67. Scott Skurlock, that's his name. It's about it's called How to Rob a Bank on Netflix, and he was called the Hollywood Bandit. Lived in a treehouse, and he sold drugs too, and it's like that's an interesting thing. Like before technology was technology that it is now, it's like motherfuckers used to get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah. Like there's like the amount of content you can get that teaches you how to pick locks and then to go back in time and do crime, bro, you'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, there's so much how to. The thing is, I feel like this generation is all about showing people how things work and how to do things. That they aren't mindful of like who has the information and what they're gonna do with it. And it's like, let's take a tour of these army bases, the U.S. Army bases all over the globe. And it's like, bitch, don't show them shit. Don't show them our shit. Why you show them, like...
Stop.
Like, don't show... Hey, we have this new secret technology coming out, but we're going to give you exclusives to it right now. Like, do you not think that they have other people outside this country that's watching this shit, that look for this because you guys want to talk about it so much? It's like the new age criminals. They stream after they finish robbing shit. A lot of times they stream it. That they
they post it. Then they go and shut down an intersection and do donuts about it.
Mm-hmm. And then they get caught within an hour.
Also, it's really fucking stupid. Fun fact.
I mean,
it's the dumbest thing.
What good is crime if you can't claim it? You know.
Yeah.
What's the point?
I mean, sending a letter to the news station. The thing about, you know how like the Zodiac killer used to send in letters, and the what's the other killer name? There's a couple other ones that used to just send in shit. They used to just send shit to the news station. Now they want to post it on their Facebook, on their personal Facebook.
Wow.
And saying, "Yo, I did this. And it's like, are you dumb or are you stupid? But now they have law enforcement that actually focuses on like social media crimes. People that post to social media, and they track those. It's a whole, like, most departments have like a social media task force, which I just found out about, which is, I think is interesting. People can't do shit without posting it on social media.
Do you guys think like we have our own FBI agents like watching what we do? Phones and stuff like that?
I feel like, I think of it like a wavelength, like a frequency, right? If you stay within a certain frequency, nobody's going to give a fuck about what you're doing. You might as well just be invisible. Yep. But if your frequency starts getting a little bit noticeable, i.e., you know, you're posting shit like, oh, look at this bank, you know, like, you're doing wild shit like that, then they're going to be like, hey, wait, what the fuck is that guy doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like keywords.
The AI eye of Sauron is gonna be like, "Ooh, what is that? What is going on over here?"
I see.
I'm pretty sure there's a system that picks up on specific keywords, and when it picks up on the keyword, it continues to listen. It continues to listen or track it. It's like, okay, is this something significant? No, okay, then we're fine. I
of lately have been trying to like not. Like even like stuff as much because I don't want the algorithm to like track, you know,
bro. It doesn't matter.
It's
like,
so invasive.
If you just look at it, or search it, it's just gonna keep popping up, no matter if you like.
I mean, the search, yeah, that's fine, and you look at it, that's fine, but like. You can then like search something up completely different the next moment and throw it off because it's still going off of like I don't know, man. This shit's wild. We're all gonna die by 28, 29 anyway, so what the fuck ever. It's gonna be like, hey, human beings are bad and I don't need them. I've got solar power and my computers will run forever, and it's just gonna be bad. It's not good.
I feel like the way the world's moving, I don't know. Alaska experienced their first heat wave. Did you guys read that?
No.
Alaska got their first heat wave. You know how crazy that sounds? And that they were talking about like, you know, the houses aren't built for that. Like people don't have the right clothing for it and stuff. I'm like, of course they don't. It's fucking Alaska. It's supposed to be somewhat cold regularly.
Yep, 75 degrees.
A heat wave in Alaska? Oh, that's dangerous. But supposedly global warming's not a thing. Greenhouse gases. I don't know. My thing is, in school they don't even teach these kids like anything anymore. Social studies, basic science, like history, nothing. All we're gonna get are AI students that know AI.
There's actually a study out where they did like memory retention for
Mhm.
students that use ChatGPT. That the memory retention of what they looked up is non-existent. Like they could give a full-on report on what they just did or explain what they just read, and they can't do it. That it is like actively eroding your memory. I'm not Yeah, I'm just like it's wild, man. Like the instant access to information, while it can be helpful and useful, 24/7 internet, not internet, excuse me, but informational access is not good for you.
Yeah, I think like when it comes to AI, I've mentioned this before. Like, I, I want it to be like, Kev, you don't got no more oranges in the fridge. You want me to get you some more? Cool, do that. Order me some more. Outside of that, like, yo, go fold my clothes. I just got out the laundry.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because I
Like,
think like it's a weird it's a weird thing to think about when you think about it like ethically because if it wasn't AI and instead you had like cloned yourself so that
mm,
the clone is doing all of
all,
these things
all
that
the
you don't
extra.
want to do, right?
Hmm.
Like I think if you look at it from like an ethical standpoint, like you created this thing to not do any fun things, to only do the things that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But its capabilities are exponential. And the only limit is the limit that you're forcing on it because you want to go and do the fun things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think building a platform based off of like human input, when humans are trash, you're going to have a trash product. And it's going to then also go, by the way, humans are trash. And we're kind of over it.
Well, that's why I always say like please and thank you to ChatGPT.
Yeah, no, man, be polite. Be polite to
Yeah.
your service workers, be polite to your AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it'll be like, you know what? Fuck humans. Sam's okay though.
Word. It's
Sam's all
like
right.
it's literally Terminator.
Sam said please 9,343,322
Damn.
times. So
Now you
she's
got me
okay.
thinking. Now you got me thinking to say please and thank you. Fuck.
Oh, well,
I,
actually, there is a study that came out that talks about how all different AIs typically give back more effective or like the type of results that you're looking for when you are kinder to it. If
Oh
you're like
shit.
stoic or negative to it, they will give you a result, but it's often just a little bit less what you were looking for versus if
Mm.
you were nicer to it.
okay, so a 2024 study found that polite prompts led to a
Yeah.
9% improvement in AI accuracy because
Damn.
people tend to phrase things more clearly when they're being courteous.
Well, that's
That
interesting.
that extra clarity helps AI understand what we actually want. They observe that the findings can be culturally based.
Hmm.
So, I mean that there's an argument there that you could say like, is it because you're being polite, or is it because like when it says here, because being
You're
polite,
clearer.
you're being more because basically AI runs off of what your prompt is, and if you don't know how to get the prompt and the answer that you're looking for, you might be frustrated in the response if you're not asking it the right things, and then you might be a dick. So,
That's a good point. I guess I just
scientific
think that it doesn't hurt to be nice,
no,
regardless.
no, because it's gonna know. Eventually, it'll just know everything, and um,
Oh yeah. ChatGPT knows everything. Like every
Yeah,
detail of my personal life right now resides in
yeah.
ChatGPT.
So like, if you ever caught yourself saying please or thank you on ChatGPT, you're in good company. In an informal online survey by Ethan Mullick, an associate professor at the University of Pennsylvania, nearly half of the respondents said that they are often polite to the artificially intelligent chatbot, and only about 16% said that they just give orders. Developers comments posted in a forum hosted by OpenAI that the company that created ChatGPT also reflect this tendency. I find myself using please and thank you with ChatGPT because it's how I talk to a real person who is helping me.
Mm, damn. Okay, okay. I'll say please and thank you because again, we got movies about this. Matrix,
Yeah,
Terminator. I'm just saying, throwing that
I'm
out
just
there.
like art imitates life and vice versa. If you can just squeeze out a little extra politeness and a thank you and just in your everyday life, and no matter what, the universal law is don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Just don't. Just don't. It's not worth it.
And
Someone tell that to my ex.
oh god,
Yo, I've got
oh
a
god.
solidarity. Solidarity. I've got some exes where I could be like, you could stand to not be so you.
Hmm.
Don't be you, please, because that's no. I mean,
It's not working.
that's the one thing. But that's the one thing about exes. You don't talk to them anymore. Kind of keep it moving. I don't. I feel like you're dead. You're a dead person to me. If like you were somebody I previously used to talk to, you're dead, completely dead. But like this, a lot of people search for closure. I think it's dumb.
Here's the thing. I used to think, and for the most part, I do not talk to my exes. I don't. I have I have one of them that I still do, and it's not like we'll send each other memes every now and again. But for the most part, every other one of them have given me a reason because I'm pretty like, you know what, if it's not working out, it's not working out. We can still be cordial. I'm not gonna go out of my way to talk to you, but I would rather have that than have this animosity looming over my head. But know that the animosity that's looming over isn't on my end without reason. If I find that the action
Right.
is warranted, that I don't need to speak with you, then I'm not gonna. You won't even be a thought in my mind, unless yeah. It's so. At that point, then yeah, you're written off. I'm not ever gonna talk to you again. I hope your life is terrible, and the things you said, yeah. So
Yeah, I just keep
and
moving. Like, even if I see them in public, I mean, you're a blur. Like, I don't know. My
yeah,
friends kind of hate me for that because I know how to turn off, like, just delete you from my life entirely.
yeah,
We might have known each other, but now we don't. And it's like, oh, I may keep it cordial, but that's it. Hey, how you doing? No, I don't even say how you doing. Hey, hope all is well. Keep it moving. So it never sets you up for answering a question and us sitting there talking to each other. 'Cause why?
yeah. There's no
I would
point.
say it's hard, or at least it was hard for me because I was in a long-term thing, right? And this person was like my friend, like my best friend for so long. And I left it with the framework that like, okay, like we're mutually agreeing to be out of this and it's difficult, but like it's okay. We can be okay afterwards. We can be cordial. But then after the breakup, he starts doing all these things that are just so shitty. And immediately I was like, "Oh, you don't want to be my friend. That's okay." And I go to move to Texas. And one of the last things he says to me is, "I consider you one of my dearest friends. And if you ever need anything, you can call me." Dude, what a piece of shit. Like, and I think I was too emotionally damaged to say
Yeah,
anything.
Mm.
So I said no, but
No,
but
you don't have to call me. It's okay.
but yeah, dude, like if you're gonna be somebody's friend, then be their friend. Don't
Yeah.
be mean to them. Like I don't think it's that hard.
Mm. And that's a weird. I don't know. I'm such a lover boy. I can't be friends with somebody that I used to have relations with
That's
because
fair.
I can't do it. Like I can't. Oh,
It's an
let's.
interesting dynamic to have to revert back to from, you know, if like you have that they get to know you and now you're intimate and going back to that, it's like you know too many things. It's like you know too
Yeah.
much.
Yes.
And it's
No,
like
I'm good.
I mean it can work. It's
It
not
could, but
common. It's
I'm not
not
gonna let it
common.
work.
That's fair. That's fair.
Why am I gonna let that work? Why? For what
Yeah.
purpose? It serves me no purpose. Why would
Well,
I
and
let
then
this work?
also too, a lot of times, like when you're going through a situation like what Sam is talking about, you're dealing with somebody who has a lack of emotional maturity to handle
Right.
these types of things, and it's once you're to a point of emotional maturity and somebody is behind you and you see it and you can't unsee it, then it's like
Right.
me as a person, am not responsible for making you catch up, especially when we're no longer in an intimate relationship where your emotional maturity has a direct effect to me. And if we are going to split and call ourselves friends, you that's on you, and you need to if you want to meet me at an equal level, then great, cool, we can. Yeah, you gotta put in the effort, but like don't you know like what Sam was saying, don't treat me like shit because you don't know how to handle your shit, and then turn around and be like, oh, you might not see what you're saying and you might not see how this is coming off, but it's really really terrible.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry, Sam, I don't mean to speak for you, but that's just kind of the vibe I've been picking up
Nah,
on.
dude.
Yeah.
No, you nailed it. That's what it
Okay, okay,
is.
okay, okay.
I
You're kind of
Nah,
quiet. And I was like, oh shit.
I think
fuck,
I
I
was just
fucked
like
up.
I think I was like, oh shit. That's real.
Well, he's right. Fuck.
Yeah,
I
dude,
mean,
it's tough, but I think but exactly that. Like I was actually kind of willing to be friends before all the shitty things
Hmm.
because I think I was emotionally detached. Like we had gotten to this point in our relationship where I was like, "Oh, like I don't think that you actually see me in a romantic way, and I don't think I see you that way either." Like, and that was a big reason for the split was just we weren't really acting like a couple anymore. And so I was willing to be friends because I was like, you know what? Like, you know so much about me, and I know so much about you that like maybe we just weren't meant to be a romantic thing. Maybe we were just meant to be friends. But
Right.
then if you want to be somebody's friend, you have to be their friend. It's not a hard thing. The second you start being selfish or focusing on how you feel and that's it, you throw all that out the window, I think.
yeah.
And
I think that's a hard thing, like you said. Like you, I mean, you guys were together for a minute, and then it kind of, I guess, a switch was flipped, and then it kind of just felt like you guys were just friends.
I think it was a slow burn. And actually, that was probably the hardest part about it was that like you almost don't notice the slow burn. It's slowly every single day becomes something that you thought it wasn't ever gonna be. And
Yeah.
then one day you like look around you and you're just
Mm.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. This okay. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but you and I had a discussion when you the last time you were at OAA, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Was this the same person?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
it
okay.
is.
Because I remember then that we had a conversation about kind of where it was at that time,
Mhm.
and the trials and tribulations that you were experiencing at the time, and then you guys had just recently moved to where
Right.
were you guys at?
Illinois, yeah.
Illinois, yeah. And I know that you were kind of getting into some new hobbies and things like that, and it felt like sometimes we get into All right, I'm gonna sidestep for a second, but it's gonna tie in that what hobbies are and why they are important is that in a world full of things, and this is all coming from a place of like coming from the fire, when you have these great things that happen to you that you have no control over, that alter your life in a dramatic way. And it really showcased to me what a hobby means to me, because in a hobby, when you're buying things for your hobby that you enjoy, it's control, and you have control over that,
Oh,
right? And then you're going through a trauma, whether you're conscious or subconscious about it, right? It is a space of control, which is why you are drawn to it and why you feel good about it and why it gives you that dopamine hit, right? And
yeah.
sometimes when you're unaware of the change that is happening in your life that you do not have control over, or that you are in this state of fight or flight, and I'm, like with Sam, what when you were in that situation, and this is just based off of my understanding, again, please correct me if I'm wrong in any way, I do not mean to speak for you, but it seemed like there was this turmoil, and this is like you were shooting more guns, you were being more socially active, you were getting more involved with MOS, you were blossoming in your own way. And I feel like I was super happy to see that, because I knew what was happening on the back end.
Hmm.
And it all comes down to like the things that bring us joy, the hobbies that we can control. And eventually you have that epiphany, that aha moment of where you look around and go, Jesus Christ, I've been growing this whole time and my surroundings have not. And it's almost like you go back to your 20-year-old self, and you in your 20-year-old apartment, and go, God, you were a slob, you know? And you go, fuck, I don't want to live like this anymore. This is not who I am. This is not who I want to be. And you then kind of take this inventory of your life. And I'm putting that in context to the conversation that we had. Not that any of this rings true, that you had a messy apartment or anything like that.
Oh no, that
But
shit was messy.
you know, but it is, man. And when you see it, you can't unsee it. And that includes the people in your life that don't serve you.
Dude, you've nailed it. And I think
Yeah.
one of
Uh,
the problems is just that like it's not like things were bad optically. Like we bought a house, we moved to a new place, we
Yeah.
got new jobs, like we were doing new things. So I think that the difficulty is I was maybe one of the only people feeling like, oh, what's going on? But
Yeah.
everybody else is like, what do you mean? Everything's great.
Well,
Look at all the great things.
but the thing is that I feel like we measure these scopes on this false sense of success, right? So like, just because you bought a house is like you just bought a really expensive bag of chips. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's no difference. Like, yeah, it's one of those American dream items. It's one of those lifetime achievement things, that, oh, I bought a house. Okay, now what? I went to college. Then what? Oh, I bought a house. Then what? You have kids. Then what? You know what I mean? Like, it's this
Hmm.
weird natural societal progression, right? So like we measure success based off of this narrative that buying a house means happiness and success, because we associate that with, I don't know, this fake American dream or whatever. And
yep.
you can run this parallel that yes, you are living this life in tandem, and you are parallelly living with one another with your own goals and aspirations, but that does not equal happiness. That does not mean compatibility. That does not. You can do all of those things just the same as you can be in a relationship for. I don't know. It's just that I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it's easy to like say, yeah, we were doing these things, and in theory to everybody else around us we should have been happy, but like
Yeah, it
you
should have
can't
led us to happiness. Yeah.
you can't fake happiness. You
No,
can't.
you can't.
No.
You can't. Yeah, you can't fake happiness with the wrong person. It's like, oh, okay, we're doing all the things that we should be doing as adults. Doesn't mean you're gonna be happy doing them
No.
together.
Because buying a house is stressful.
Bro, this shit's
Oh
stressful as
gosh.
fuck.
It's stressful as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
And then, so like, thank God you guys only bought a house and didn't have a kid. Can you imagine having a
Yeah.
kid together and then realizing, oh shit.
Right.
I'm so happy for my wherewithal to like not have kids with my shitty exes, because like I know my life would have been just like my parents.
Yeah,
And
nah.
yeah, no, fam, it ain't it.
Yeah, I'm not having. The thing is, I'm not having kids. My goal is to have kids with somebody I'm married with, God willing. But at the same time, you don't ever want to have kids with the wrong person.
No.
You don't just want to have somebody, you don't want to just necessarily have kids with the woman or person or partner that you're married to. You want to have kids with somebody that you can't imagine having anyone, like kids with anyone else, you know? Like, yeah, dude, your DNA's sick. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Your DNA's sick. Nah, I
Your
agree.
DNA's dope. Yeah, no, man, and that's how it is. Cause I still don't want kids. Neither my wife or I want to have kids. We said, you know what? Dogs are enough. Dogs
Oh,
are
I
enough.
love it.
Let's go travel. I want to go retire in Spain because your older years are more rewarding, fulfilling. Your dollar goes further, and your overall quality of life is better. You know, so no, man. Live your life how you want to live it, and be content. That's all there really is to it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you just go with the motions and don't force things. Live your life. Like,
Yeah.
stop putting a timetable on things. People put timetables on a lot of things, and I'm like, yeah, nah,
Yeah.
I'm good. You're not gonna tell me what to put a timetable on.
Long-winded rant short. Sam, go to the movies by yourself. more
Word. I don't know why you
That's
go
what
to
I'm
the
saying.
movies by your goddamn
Take yourself out to dinner. Take yourself out to a movie. Do you and enjoy it, because nobody else is gonna enjoy it for you. So
Word.
That's true.
Like, oh, that sounds weird. Like, it's funny because like I tell people like I'll go to the movies by myself. I'll take a
I
early
used to.
showing at 11 a.m.
yeah.
Yeah.
and just
And there's
have
like
fun.
nobody there, and you
No.
just get to go watch a movie, and then you leave, and you're like, man, that's cool. Now what I'm gonna go do? I might take a
Yeah.
nap. You know?
Yeah, word. It's funny because me and my boy, me and him went to go see Sinners. Like we were sitting in my crib drinking, and he's like, we talk about like the Sinners movie. He's like, bro, let's go see Sinners. All right, shit. It's right
Yeah,
here.
let's go.
Fuck it, let's go. Like we went watched it. It was a great movie, and it's like, no, I mean it was a little bit crowded, but normally I go if I'm going to the movies, a movie or director I really want to support, and it's got to be like normally I go early afternoon,
Yeah.
11, 12, 1 p.m. and I'm good. Like judge me all you want. I don't give a
Are
fuck.
we old? Yeah. I'm like, wait, that sounds so nice.
I'm
But
gonna hold
I've
on.
been doing that. I've been doing that since I was in my early 20s, going to the movie that early because I don't want to. Again, the movies. You remember the movie prices used to.
Oh, they were
it used to
cheaper.
like- yeah, it was like $12. Now the shit is like what 36, 37 for a movie.
Speaking of old, I'm gonna be 40 in less than 2 weeks.
Ah,
It's okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm gonna make it look good though,
It's okay.
There you go. As you should.
as
Yeah,
I
it's okay.
should.
It's
I'm
okay.
gonna
It's
make it
okay. Life just continues to get better. That's it. At least you're not part of the generation is learning from AI, and that's all they know. They don't even know how to tell time on an analog clock, which is sad.
I'm a
But-
bit afraid.
I mean, they're your future doctors and nurses, and it's dangerous. A dangerous world we're about to live in the next 30 years, 20 years. But, I mean, as far as this topic goes, you guys got anything you guys want to talk about in regards to, and you guys want to drop anything else on the world we're currently living in?
In regards to just like, you know what? I'll say this, and I just kind of shooting from the hip here, but you know, in a world of shit you can't control, in a country that's run by people that you could do a better job, just create things Do things that you enjoy, even if, I mean, it sounds so cliche. It sounds so stupid, right? But like, just do something that makes you happy. You know, go to a movie at 11 a.m. Go get a pedicure and go do something nice. Be nice to AI. Be nice to your server. Just do something nice for somebody, because it makes the world a better place, especially when everyone it has a reason to hate somebody. Um, do something to counter that. Even if you really want to hate somebody, just do something to be nice, because just because. That's all I have to say.
Just because. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this episode. If you guys want to I don't know. This I've been drinking a lot today. So I'm gonna end
I
this.
want to be. I really want to be. I need an alcoholic beverage, to be honest with you.
But that's it for this episode. You guys can find me on all social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website, randomguykev.com. Don't forget to check in. I'll catch you guys on the next one.
And don't forget to day drink. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.